Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. And as always, I hope this video finds you well and in good spirit. So with Phase 2 less than 3 weeks out, I thought I would put together the short but specific list of things to do and what to prepare for the new content, so you're not found scrambling or left behind. Now, I know there are so many different videos and guides on prep for Phase 2, some are very detailed, some are even 45 minutes long. So, I don't know about everyone. I, however, do not have the patience to watch a 45-minute guide on how to prepare for not even a new expansion, but just a new phase. So with that in mind, I decided to put together this essential, short, and to the point list of necessary steps to ensure you kick the door to Phase 2 wide open, without taking a college class about it. Now, Phase 2 of the Burning Crusade will introduce several new bits of content, including 2 new raids. Check out my earlier video on everything new that is coming to the Burning Crusade in Phase 2. Now, here is the list of what to do and how to prepare for this new content. We'll start with number 1. In the number 1 spot, we have the most important preparation step, which is to complete your raid attunements. See, the Burning Crusade Phase 2 will have new raids, as I said before, and each raid will have its own attunement, and each attunement is a long and drawn-out challenging quest chain that will require more than one raid group to complete, so start early. That's right, it cannot be completed solo, and will likely take more than 1 day, or sometimes even more than 1 week to finish. So again, start now, don't wait until the 3 days to release. So there's 2 raids, as I mentioned, Serpentshrine and the Tempest, or as players call it, the Eye. Serpentshrine raid attunement is the shortest and only has 3 major steps. You will need to enter and at least partially clear Heroic Slave Pen's dungeon twice. Once to accept the quest, and second time to turn it in. To actually complete the quest, you will need to kill Knight's Bane boss in Karashan and Gruul in Gruul's lair, so you will need to essentially clear those 2 raids to complete the attunement. The Tempest Keep, or the Eye attunement, is actually much longer. It starts in the Shadowmoon Valley by talking to the NPC in town. Depending if you're Horde or the Alliance, that NPC will be different. Now, attunement requires completion of multiple Elite World quests that must be done in a group, at least 3 heroic dungeons, and Mag's Lair. Each of those attunements could be a video on its own, so we're not going to dive deep in details here and go over each step. However, there is an add-on called Attune. I highly recommend it. That add-on will literally walk you through every step of every attunement in World of Warcraft by hand. Download it and follow the steps. That add-on makes it super easy compared to without the add-on. Now, number 2 is get your gear in order, guys. The 2 new raids are way more challenging than Gruul, Mag, or Kara, at least from what I can remember. If you think you will be able to just stroll through in your dungeon blues, think again. If you're a tank, you must have sets that provide at least 300 of frost and/or nature resists. Usually you will not need both, as 2 different tanks would have 2 different resist sets and they would tank different bosses. But even as DPS, I would highly recommend to stack on those resistances. Now, one of the bosses also does a lot of fire damage, and fire resistance set would be great on a tank as well, but since raids are post-nerf, it would not be required, I don't think. Now, also make sure all your gear is enchanted and gemmed up. That's a requirement, and missing it is one sure way to get booted out of a raid. Number 3 is making sure your professions are at 375, especially if you are a leatherworker, blacksmith, or a tailor, as there will be plenty new and all-powerful recipes, but mostly for those 3 professions. There will be one for engineering, I believe, the goggles, but that's just one. If your professions are still not 375, you will miss out on being amongst the first crafters to make the new recipes, which in turn can be a missed opportunity for a lot of gold. Here are some of the recipes. That's just a small sample, I'm not going to list them all here. Now, before we continue and finish the last few points, I wanted to ask you something, guys. If you find this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, please return me the Giga Solid by liking the video and especially subscribing to the channel. Nothing helps the YouTube algorithm more than a video that has plenty of likes and especially subscriptions resulted from watching it or while watching it. Not to mention that it's so important for me and my young channel, yet costs nothing to do. Also, leave me some feedback. Am I missing anything? Am I remembering everything correctly? It's been a while since I got to play TBC last time. Now, I thank you so much for your likes, subscriptions, and feedback. In the number 4, we have stocking up on the items that you will need for crafting the gears or just selling the items on the auction house, the new recipes. As you can see here, primals are going to be in high demand and required for every single new craft. These items are going to be the best in slot for many builds, and they will be heavily crafted. Stock up on primals, they will go up in price with Phase 2. Run some heroics also, obtain some primal nethers, as those are bind on pickup and cannot be traded but are also required for most of the crafts. Primal nethers are a great bottleneck, as you must obtain them in heroics and cannot buy them anywhere else, well, for one exception, which we will cover in number 5. So you may have the mats for, 100 new items to craft, but simply missing primal nethers will hold all that to a still. Void crystals and enchant materials in general are also expected to spike in price. Void crystals will be needed to craft some of the items as well as for the enchants, and overall enchanting materials will be in higher demand as people will be obtaining the new gear and buying the enchanting mats to enchant such gear. For the number 5, I have Badges of Justice. Farm them, but don't spend them just yet. Now, while the Badges of Justice vendor will not have as significant upgrades as he will in Phase 3 and especially Phase 4, there will be new items added to the store, however. In particular, Primal Nethers that I mentioned earlier. You will be able to buy Primal Nethers with Badges of Justice, but to get Badges of Justice you still need to run the same heroics. So simply having a lot of gold or whatever other currency will not be enough. You will need to run heroics at the end, and a lot of it to craft the new items. And lastly, for the number 6 preparation step, we have my favorite category. I always save best for last. It's the PvP, of course. So new and improved PvP gear will be introduced in Phase 2, while existing gear will be heavily discounted and are available for purchase with honor. Now, if my memory is correct, your arena points will transform into honor, so you will not be able to carry it over to Phase 2. But honor will buy items that are now require arena points to buy. So save your honor, spend arena points. Also, save the world PvP tokens as well. There will be upgraded gear available if I'm not mistaken as well. Now, if you're really into PvP like myself, get max cap 75,000 honor, as many battleground tokens as possible, and then pre-quest daily PvP quests, but don't turn them in. Turn them in when the Phase 2 rolls out and you spend some of that honor you have stocked up. That way you can technically have 80,000 honor stored instead of the 75,000 cap, with completed but not turned in PvP quests. Well, there we have it. That is my short list of 6 things to do to prepare for the Burning Crusade Phase 2. To not find yourself scrambling and behind. What do you guys think? Was this helpful? Did I miss anything? Did I get something wrong? Please let me know in the comments below. I read and reply to every single comment. And on that note, as always, I will see you guys in the Outlands. Good night.